It was challenging. It's hard work. I mean, it was interesting creatively to play this character who was kind of not exactly likable in the beginning. He has a lot of issues, and he kind of. I'm trying to play the arc of somebody who meets people that changes his mind about a lot of things. So that was interesting. And then, you know, on the ground, we shot in New Mexico, and we had a lot of issues there, the weather, and as usual, production. So it was challenging on a short schedule, and trying to get it all done. So I'm happy that we pulled it off anyway. Well, it's a good point. I felt there was a relief to play a character like that, not to have to pretend, that I can actually sometimes play my age and play, injuries and things I have, that they come with age, and if you live this life, whether it's law enforcement or movies, action movies, that's going to happen. So I'm trying to do that now in all my work. I'm trying to be a little more true to life. She was great. It was hard to find somebody who could deliver the performance and also spoke fluent Spanish. And her family came from Mexico, so she was very close to this whole experience and had a lot of insight into it and into the experience and to what it's like. Some things in the script, certain dialogue, and we changed the stuff because she said, no, you wouldn't say that, you would say this and so forth. But it was fun to work with her, and I think also what she hadn't done any action movies, so it was interesting because she also was a bit surprised how hard work it is. It looks easy on when you watch the movie, but then when you actually got to do it, you have to do a lot of it yourself. Even if you use doubles, you have to get out there and you have to roll around the mud. And she was good. She was a trooper, so it was good. Yeah, I worked with him in Expendables 3. We didn't have many scenes together, but I knew him socially, and somebody suggested him, and I was a little hesitant. But then, I realized I thought it was a good idea because he has a different personality, and obviously he plays a dark character, but his delivery is quite bright, and also it's almost like we look a little bit like brothers a little bit in the movie. It's slightly, same coloring, and there's some, Johansson, my character, has this guy who's his big brother who he kind of listens to and trusts 100% and so forth. Yeah, I think, the one thing I'm not crazy about is writing. I don't mind rewriting, but on this particular project, I had to write I had to rewrite the big sections. Usually I like to maybe dialogue, but because production problems in New Mexico, and other safety issues, we had to change things, and I had to rewrite big pieces of the movie. Acting and directing is, yeah, it's challenging, but it's kind of it's sort of satisfying if you can affect the audience and express yourself, and not just acting. I've done a lot, so I love acting, but just it's just sometimes it's frustrating, especially in smaller movies where a lot of times I have more experience than the other people in the picture, and then I feel like, well, I would have done it differently. So it's better sometimes if I'm in charge, then at least I know it's going to get. It may not be a total masterpiece, but at least it'll live up to the material to some degree. Whereas on this lower budget, there's no room for mistakes. If you screw something up, you're done, basically. Yeah, it's a kind of a different, a little bizarre project that came to me through Maximum Effort, which is this company that have a TV channel called Fobu, I think, television. And yeah, they just pitched me this idea. They're going to do a coin toss, a flip a coin, it's called, and it's about sort of a Swedish game show that's huge in Sweden. It's coming to America now, and it's about me flipping a coin for 30 minutes each episode. And they basically, I thought it's weird, but either it's going to be great or nobody will get it. So still not sure. I mean, I think it's pretty well put together, and it's funny, and I guess a lot of people who bet on different things are going to use it for that. Well, DC, sure. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Aquaman, I think what I've heard Jason Momoa say that he thinks it's his last one and he wants to do something else. I just heard it through somebody else. It's hard to know what's going to happen in the future, except I just thought they had a great script and they have a good director and had good cast, and I guess they got spooked with this Amber Heard situation and the fact that people weren't going to see the movie because she's in it, whatever. But I always thought that was overrated. I mean, I think when you make a movie, you gotta have, you gotta stick to your guns a little bit and say, well, if you don't want to see it, then stay home, But people want to see it, then they'll come and see it. So I personally, I wish they would have stuck with the original because I thought it was quite good. I'm working on this script about it. It's like a dark comedy set in LA and something I want to direct probably. And it's different than anything else I've done. It's a bit lighter. Yeah, I'm working on that now, and then we'll see what happens. The Drago movie, yeah, they were developing a script at MGM about Drago and his son coming to America, and kind of worked that in as part of the universe, the Creed universe. And then Creed 3 made a lot of money, and then, let's do Creed 4. But I don't know what's happening now. Now they've got a problem with this co-star in Creed 4, I guess. Somebody's got convicted of something. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But I forgot, I'm also doing a documentary that they've been shooting for 2 years about my life, and we're editing right now, so we'll see how that turns out.